Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Isa here. So on today's video, it's gonna be the first video of my new series for this month, I guess. It's gonna be like a travel series because if you didn't know, I'm going to travel in Europe. So I hope to vlog all of those travels. So I hope that I get like, you know, a good footage for that, but I don't know how it's gonna be. But this is gonna be the first video of my traveling. For the travel series, I'm gonna share with you all of the things that I know and how I did it to plan for my holiday. I guess like because if you are from Asia or especially from Malaysia, the price range is quite expensive. That is quite a lot for us compared to if you are from US or somewhere else like in the western area. So for us it's a bit more expensive. I guess we need more time to save up money and to know like tips and tricks to get like the best price, I guess. To get the best price for our holiday. So this is gonna be like my tips and tricks on how I budget my holiday for these trips. If you didn't know, I'm going to Europe this month with my friends. She's gonna fly from Kuala Lumpur, I'm gonna fly from here because I'm working and live here in Hong Kong at the moment. And this is how we budget our holiday when we decided to go for holiday. So yeah, so I have like 6 easy tips for you to follow along on how to plan your holiday within a budget. So yeah, let's go. First thing first, you need to know where you want to go, and in order to know where you want to go, you need to know how much money do you have, because it's either you can decide your holiday based on how much money you have, or you can decide on where you want to go. Like for example, earlier this year we decided to go to Cambodia. How we decided to go to Cambodia is because we knew that we want to spend our holiday within 1,000 ringgit. So we decided like within like 2 or 3 weeks, we know that we want to go holiday. We check our I guess we check our money, and we do have like 1,000 to spend, include everything. So then we decided that we want to go to Cambodia. That's one way to decide. Another way to decide is to decide where you want to go. Like for example, to go to Europe, we decided to go to Europe, right? And then we save money to go to Europe. So that's 2 ways on how you can do it. In order to know like where we want to go, we have to know how long we want to spend, how long we can take holiday, like how long we can take leave from our work, because we are working, we are not working on our own. We have to apply for leave, right? So I know I can go up to 2 weeks, and then it has to be after October. So we have like, you know, around like 4 months to save up money, and of course we have like some money to begin with. So from there we know that we want to go to Europe, but we don't know which country. And then from there, once you know where you want to go roughly, you can check on the transportations. Like either you want to go there by public transport, you want to go there public transport in a way like train, buses, or maybe you need to fly there, or if you want to drive there. So for me, we have to take a flight because it's too far. Even with flight, it's 12 hours haul, like plane haul. So yeah. And then once you know where you want to go, second is to check on the flights for us. Okay, so we check on the flights, we check on the fare and on the what type of airlines, because for me as a Muslim, I will be more comfortable to go on like a Muslim country airlines, if you get what I mean. It's like Qatar, Emirates, because they have like the food that I want to eat. I don't have to think about it. It's not limited to their choices, but it's good if I got that. You know, I still can go on like Qantas or even KLM. They do have like vegetarian options, or sometimes they do have like the halal foods on the plane. So you can just ask and you can just like put notes once when you want to book the tickets. So, and we check on the airlines that fly to our destinations, and then we have like the roughly fare. So let's say for my fare from Hong Kong to European area is gonna be 5 to 8 thousands. It depends which airline you take, when is it, and all the stuff. So because it's a bit too like European area is a bit too big, so we decided to go to London because we want to spend most of our time in London. So in England specifically, in UK, because UK is one of my favorite country. London is one of my favorite city, so we decided to go and meet in London. So we have to find a way, like we need to find a flight that landed within the same time in London. So third, once you know the flights, fare and stuff, you can check on the accommodations. Either you want to stay in a hotel, Airbnb, or even hostel. So because for us, we know that we might want to go to a few countries, we decided to stay in a hostel. So when we check, some of the hostel can price within 7 to 15 euro. So we know each night we need to spend like within like that price. So it's gonna be up to 15 euros. For some places it's just gonna be like 7 euros because we're just gonna stay in a hostel, and we purposely choose like female hostel. For some places female only hostel will be more expensive than mixed one. So yeah, you need to know like where you want to stay and how much is it roughly per night. And because like once you want to buy the tickets, you already know how long you're gonna stay there, so at least you have the rough budget on per nights within the whole holiday. So that's that. Once you get your accommodation sorted out, you know where you're gonna go once you reach the city. So for example, if you go there by flights, you will know how much it takes from the airports to your accommodation. So that's you can figure out like on the transportation domestically. So let's say I want to spend another 15 euro for food and transportations, and that's also will include the transportation domestically for the places that I want to visit. So either you want to visit places like a bit further than your accommodation, then you have to take a train or taxi or even bus. So I'll say that I'll put another 15 euro on top of that. And then once you know about that, the next step is to budget your food. Either you want to eat local food or you want to eat like noodles, right? And this gonna be also this also will include like one session per day, maybe one restaurant per day. Let's say we eat like not crappy food, but like simple food for breakfast and dinner, but for lunch we want to go big. So I decided maybe to put another 10 euro on top of that, because I don't think for the attractions and for the transportation domestically it will be more than 15. So whatever left in that will also include in the food. That's just my roughly budgeting, so that I'll feel safe enough and not being so crazy on to think like don't spend on this, just spend on that. I can just have to buy this. I cannot buy that. So you know, you need to have a room for you to spend a little bit more and think less about the money and mostly enjoy the holiday. So yeah, so that's gonna be another 10 euro. For shopping and souvenir, I'll put like a totally different amounts on that. So let's recap. First, you need to know how much where you want to go, and second, once you know where you want to go, you need to decide on the transport, on where you want to go. So for us it's a flight tickets, and then I already know like the flight tickets gonna cost me around 6 to 8,000 HKD dollar. So that's that. And then I need to, once I know where I want to go and how much is it, I can decide on the accommodations, what type of accommodation that I want to stay in, either Airbnb, hostel or hotel. So we decided to stay in hostel, 15 euro per night, which means that $150 HKD per night. So that's gonna be like, how much is 30 for the whole trip, because it's gonna be like 14 nights, and 15 euro is equivalent to 150 HKD dollar, and for the whole trip it's gonna cost me around 1,800 HKD dollar. That's gonna be accommodations. Once I know where the accommodation is, you can check on the transportations. This is gonna be like the transportation domestically. You have to take a train, you have to take the bus, or it depends like where you are. This might not be like you might not gonna spend the whole 15 euro every day, but it's good to have it like in case of emergency as well. So I put another 15 euro on top of that, so it's gonna be another 1,800 for these accommodations, this transportation, sorry. And this also will include the attraction entrance fee in this like 15 euro. So yeah, and next is to decide on the food, because when you visit places, there's a food like local food that you want to try, or even local cafe, local restaurant. So I put another 10 euro each day. We might not go to the fancy restaurants or like fancy cafe every day, but if I have this 10 euro today and I didn't use it, I can push it to tomorrow, and tomorrow we can go even like better restaurants. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily you're gonna spend that 10 euro every day, but it's good to have it, to put it like in a budget, so that if you don't use it today, you can use it tomorrow. So I have that 10 euro, which means that $100 per day, and for the whole trip is gonna be around 1,400. So for the whole trip is gonna cost me around 4,000 HKD dollar, and on top of that is the flight ticket. So let's say it's gonna be around 10 to 12,000 dollar for the whole trips, right? And then because like I will put like separate money for shopping, because shopping you didn't know, because shopping is, if you do shopping, it can cost you up to thousands, but if you didn't shop or anything, it can save you a lot of money. So maybe for the souvenirs and stuff, I've put another like 10 euro per place, or like 10 to 20 euro per place, so I can bring maybe like another 5,000 HKD dollar, or like another, maybe I think I'm gonna bring another 5 to 8,000 more like as cash for me to shop. I'm not gonna like exchange all the money, but it's good to have it in case of emergency as well. So in total, I think I will spend around $15 HKD dollar for 2 weeks in euro. So yeah, so roughly I know how much it takes, so we can like decided to go. And I do have times to save up money, because we decided to go on June. We bought our ticket on July, and I basically have like 3 months to save, but we sort of have like 3 months to save, and I can say that I sort of like managed to do that. So that's how I do budget my holidays. So I hope this is helpful. This is just like a rough idea or rough tips on how I did plan for my holiday. I hope that you find this helpful in some way or another. And yeah, if you want to see more holiday sort of like travel series video, don't forget to come back. I did try to upload 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And yeah, if you want to know, if you want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you like it, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram and the blog. I'll try to blog as well for sure. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching.